Right guys, after the huge success of my Mastering Your Paddle Shifters video, I decided to take you guys out for a full drive in the Vantage. Look at it, it's a murky day, but the car is looking stunning. I'm gonna take you out for a drive and I'm just gonna film a POV view of me driving in manual mode and see if you can learn and pick up from it. Right, the window's open, let's hop in and start it up so you can listen to that glorious V8. So, press the button once, or twice. Make sure it's in Sport Plus, foot on the brake, and we hear that V8 fire to life. And the engine's already warm because I've just been driving, so we can do this. And it just sounds nuts. Right, so here we are, we're in manual mode, we're in second gear, straight to third, and yeah guys, I'm just going to take you out on a POV drive with me so you can just watch in live time of me driving this car, having some fun. You know, hopefully it'll be really enjoyable because it's the crazy Aston Martin, but you know, just watching me POV naturally driving in manual. Hopefully you guys can pick some things up, or you might tell me that I'm doing it wrong in the comments. I'm happy either way. Once again guys, if you haven't seen it already, I do have a full video that goes in in-depth detail right to beginner level on how to master driving in manual mode. So I'll pop that up here. If you haven't seen that, watch it first. This is more of a raw, come and drive with me, let's have some fun, hopefully learn a few things. So just going through the village now, I mean, fourth gear is absolutely fine. You might want to drop into third or even second when you slow down to go over these speed bumps, but you've got a lot of control over the car in third. You know, you've got even more control over the car in second, but as long as your RPMs aren't too high, you're fine just using the very low gears here. You definitely don't need to use first. That is the biggest mistake people make. They slip it into first. I mean, look at that. I mean, it sounded good, but we do not need first to get over this speed bump. See how high it revs out. First is just really for when you come to a complete stop, to be honest. Like even now, look, same speed bump, just going over in second. But let's get out of here because no one wants to watch me driving an Aston Martin over speed bumps. Let's hit the road, let's have some fun, let's do it. Road here, terrible conditions, so I've got to be careful. Fourth gear is great here, but sometimes you might want to drop it into third just to get a little bit more control over the bends. I mean, that was completely unnecessary. We could have definitely done this in fourth. The problem is with a car like this, it just sounds so good when you downshift that when I'm driving I tend to go in gears lower than I probably should. But as you come to a stop here, use the gears, second. Now I can actually pull out here in second because there was no cars coming. Traction control coming on there because it is wet and cold. But if there was cars coming there and I had to stop the car, I would have slipped it into first. But because there was no cars coming, lovely clear road, just stayed in second, so I kept that momentum coming out. And now we're just laughing really. We're going all the way up to 8th because we're just cruising in a straight line, nice and comfortable. You don't have to go all the way up to 8th gear, but you will save money on petrol if you do. But of course, now we've got to go all the way down from 8th gear. So as I get closer to this roundabout, I'm going to start going down the gears. 6th now, 5th, 4th, helping to slow the car down without hammering on the brakes. 3rd, and 2nd. Now here's the judgment call, 2nd or 1st. No one's coming. Stay in second. Absolutely no need for first. Mini tunnel, keeping it in second. Changing gear just as the RPM maxes out in the tunnel, just because I'm a massive child. So yeah, it's super simple using the paddles. I think once you get a basic understanding of RPM, if you've never driven a manual car before, and start to learn with your engine when to change gears, you just do it automatically without thinking about it, and it's so much fun and so engaging in a car like this. So now we're in 6th gear. Again, I could easily go up to 7th or 8th, but I quite like it in 6th. I've still got a good amount of control in the car. As soon as I start going up into 7th and 8th, I'm not going to have as much control of the car around this bend. It might start to pull back a bit. You will save fuel though. And here we go now, we're coming back to another roundabout. So same as before, slowly working my way down the gears. Shifting a little bit early because I love that noise. And then again, no need for first. We might not ever use first in this video because it's really just your gear for maneuvers and pulling out. Go around here confidently in second because I'm going to do a sporty shift. You get that satisfying blip. You can work your way through these gears as fast as you want. I mean, we can go straight to 8th because we've got so much speed and momentum. Like personally, we're coming up a little hill now. I would personally drop it into 6th. Don't need to in this car because it's got so much power, but I just find 8th, it's kind of your highway gear really. If you're going in a straight line and you're cruising at speed, great, but try and do maneuvers and turns in 8th gear and you're going to be in trouble. We've got a little bump here, so I'm going to go all the way down to 2nd. Carefully drive over it. So we're here again now, and this time we're going to do it in 4th gear. 4th is a great gear, you've got lots of control, decent amount of agility and power. So we're going to drop down at this junction again. Lovely downshift. Right, I dropped to first this time, but there isn't any cars coming. But you see how much easier it was. Traction control again. See how much easier it was when I pulled off that junction in 2nd. So dropping to first can really slow you down sometimes because 2nd gear you can pull away. And again, I think that is the biggest mistake people make when they drive these cars in manual. They think you need 1st gear when you're pulling away from a standstill, or if you've got, you know, we're not pulling away from a standstill necessarily, but keeping a little bit of momentum going. And then this is a lovely road, so I just like to go all the way to 8th here, and then I enjoy the downshifts as we go down. And we're going to go a slightly different way now, so we can see some new roads. Now I could shift straight into 2nd now and the car would go crazy and it would help me stop, but it's probably not the best thing to do. However, we do have that little mini tunnel and we'll do one more in here before we go somewhere else, this time with the windows down. That was a shame. Traction control kicked in there because we lost a little bit of grip and it cut the engine out, so we didn't get that satisfying pop. But like I say guys, we're hitting winter times now, the roads are cold, they're wet, not the safest time to be driving a car like this. We've got 500 horsepower to the rear wheels. Traction control system is very good in this car and it kicks in. If it fails, you can automatically correct it just by counter steering. Not too worried. I'm going to be daily driving this car all through winter. So when you're driving in a 30 mile an hour slow zone, you've got two choices really. I mean, 4th gear is a great gear for that. You can stay in 4th gear. You've got lots of controls in case you need to make an evasive maneuver all of a sudden. You're not going to over rev it. As you can see, we're in 4th gear, 30 miles an hour. We're under 2,000 RPM. But if you want, you can go up into 5th and that's not going to hurt. You have slightly less control, but the RPMs now are almost all the way down to 1,000. So it's going to be much more economical this way. It really depends how you're driving, and of course, because we're in a 30, we're driving carefully, so I like to sit in 5th gear. Then of course, we're coming out of the 30 zone now, so we're going to shift all the way down to 2nd gear, just because we're a child. And then we've got that glorious journey from second to fourth gear. Now, this road is a little bit more country-esque with bendy, so I'm going to stay in fifth gear here. Of course, you could go all the way up to eighth if you wanted, more efficiency, but I like to keep that control. Like, as you can see now, as we go around this bend, fifth gear, we've still got lots of control over the car. And if you wanted to go even more sporty, you could drop down to fourth gear. I have absolutely no problem on a country road of just staying in fourth gear because you've got so much control, so much power. You know, unless you're going like 100 miles per hour, you are not going to over rev the engine. Again, we're coming up to a slower speed zone now, so we're going to drop all the way down to second, just for that lovely sound. What you could have done is just drop to fourth, guys, but again, this is my drive, this is how I drive the car, it's so fun. And yeah, we're just cruising again now in fourth gear, and if you fancy, fifth gear. Now we've got a tricky junction that leads to a nice country road, so for this one I think I am going to go all the way down into first gear because I'm going to be stopped and looking safely. There's a car coming there. We can pull out in first, plenty of leverage and power, straight into second though. Now this is a great road for having a bit of fun, so I'm initially going to stay in third gear. You might want to go in fourth gear. This is definitely too low, but I get so many lovely pops in third gear. Sadly, we have this Mercedes in front of us, but that's okay. One of the things that's really fun with playing with the paddles is if I am stuck in traffic and I've got a slow car, I can still have lots of fun by doing this. Turning. So what we're going to do here now, we're going to pull up behind him. As he turns, we're going to downshift into second. Oh, we lost a bit of control there. The rear differential really kicked in there, which was great. See, I'm not flooring it. Normally I like to drop it in second and floor it and just get that RPM really high and go for that really loud shift from second to third, but I've got to be responsible. Rear wheel drive, winter, damp roads, that would be a recipe for disaster. And this is one of the things as well, you know, if you do have a high powered rear wheel drive sports car and you start using manual mode, please be careful because you're going to have far less traction in those lower gears because the power is so quick. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. We didn't do too much. I have been struggling recently. I've been a bit poorly with a cold. You might have noticed with my voice, it's still not fully back. So my upload schedule has gone out of the window. So I just wanted to hop in the car, make a quick video, hopefully something that you guys will enjoy and learn from, or I might learn from, because I would love, if I'm doing anything wrong, guys, tell me in the comments. But remember, I'm driving for fun. Like, there's so many times when I'm in a gear that's way too low and I shouldn't be, but it's a V8 Aston Martin Vantage. It's so much fun playing with the lower gears. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've got some really good videos on the way. Now I'm starting to feel better. I'm gonna get straight back into filming, but yeah, this was just a quick one for you guys. Hope you enjoy it, and I hope you like the new POV setup as well. I've got a new camera. Fingers crossed it looks far better than my last one. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already, if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.
Book of stars, the dusky twilight in my eyes.